All right, Coach, autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at... All right, Coach, autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Vikings. Let's go. 54. That's not good.
It's Young on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding. Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Jones on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. On first down, Jones escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Jones. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taking it about the 16.
Let's go. At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in.
With the coaching staff, that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no... Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he won't be close. Scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number one goal is what? Make the playoffs.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
That throw by Young incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football, But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Young, and that will be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
On the return is Jones. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9. Young. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First down, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running from the gun with Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Another winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10, Young. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that.
Emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now this throw caught left side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
Let's go. 55, Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
1st and 10, Young. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Montez Sweat brought him down. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 10 at the Redskins' 6-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield.
Rebutt. Let's go.
Young to throw it. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing on second down. Jones. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final seconds to play in the first half. Jones now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Now Jones, off play action, escaping the pressure right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line. Crossing over out of bounds. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Let's get off the field. Get him on. Safety's creeping. Showing that.
Now on second and 16. Jones. High throw, but the catch is made. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yards. Him on film that you like so much.
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go now. 60 yards. 55.
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Jones on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time to survey the
he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check 9, check 9. Go. Go.
Young looks to throw on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air once more, Young. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 41-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Good. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Young now. Flush to his right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now Young throwing on fourth down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go, go.
To throw again, Jones. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins are able to throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly. That is so frustrating.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. It's Young off play action. Now he's forced out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throws right side, and that's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Young. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel.
In his second season, he has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones off to Geis on the screen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Throwing Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Young to throw it. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Now Young. It's caught. Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Montez Sweat in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. And let's get this, get this. Right there, 54, right there, right there.
3rd and long for Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. But he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully.
Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st down, Minnesota.
It's Young on 1st down. He's got Fuller. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 54 is Mike.
From the red zone now, Young. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Young. And that's caught by Smith. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Right there, 54, right there.
One last shot for Young. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation. Is run out now on this game. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this